Well, a foul night of weather and not the result Newcastle United were looking for here against Dortmund. A narrow defeat, I have to say. Newcastle really did make a good account of themselves for long periods of this game, but fell behind to that goal just before the break after Nick Pope had made a few good saves to keep Newcastle United in it, if we're being totally honest. Personally, I felt Newcastle really needed half-time and to try and get in there at 0-0. But they couldn't make it to the interval, sadly, and Newcastle went in 1-0 down at the break. For me, the second half was a really good, gutsy effort from Newcastle, creating lots of chances, hitting the bar twice. Wilson striking the bar from Target's free kick that was whipped in. Newcastle really would have deserved a point at that stage, but they showed the character, kept going, and created another chance, hitting the bar again through Anthony Gordon after a flurry of corners with Nick Pope going up, causing all kinds of chaos. And Dortmund were pretty much hanging on by that point. And for Newcastle, if they'd emerged with the draw here, I think that would be a fair reflection on the game. Sadly, they couldn't quite do it. The Champions League qualification hopes are in the balance again now. They've gone down to third place in the group. Dortmund will fancy themselves at home in the next game, but it's still all to play for Newcastle. Still 3 games to go in the group of death. Would you have taken 4 points at this stage, at the midway stage? I think you probably would. It was always going to be tough, and the seasoned campaigners here, Dortmund, showed exactly what they were made of with a really professional job. Got the goal that they needed and then sort of hung on in the second half, celebrated and partied with their fans at the end in front of the Leeds End. But tough night, absolutely lashing down still here. Newcastle must regroup. They've suffered a couple of injuries as well, unfortunately. Jacob Murphy and Alexander Isak both hurt in this game, and Sean Longstaff coming off, we think, with a bit of an illness. So not the result and not the outcome Newcastle were looking for tonight, but they're still very much in the Champions League. They'll battle on. They've probably learned a lot from defeat, but they now head to Wolves, looking to focus on the Premier League. It's been a tough night here tonight, and hopefully they can pick themselves back up for that trip to Wolverhampton at the weekend.